Hey guys, I just want to give you a quick talk about my disability. I see that you guys really like me doing my disability videos, so here we go. I know that CP seems like that some cases you can walk, some cases you can't walk, some cases make you feel like you can't do anything. I did talk about this before about how some disabilities, like myself, put you in pain every day. You have your good days and bad days, you have your shitty days, you have your crappy days, whatever you want to call them. And then what happens then is that you're probably going to go to a doctor and you're going to sit there and think, well, I can take all these painkillers. Now, I know I brought this up in the last video about my disability, but medicine is not the answer. And it can be if you want to go that route. It's up to you, but I choose to take my painkillers at nighttime to help me crash at night. Because sometimes I want you to picture this as my muscle. I know it's not the best. This is the best I can offer you right now. I want you to picture this my muscle as my muscle right now, and let's say that I feel like my muscles feel like this all the time, all locked up, all hooked up together, and that causes the pain. Okay, so the best way to make that feel better is if you take and go get exercise or go to a physical therapist, and they stretch you. There's a big word out there that they use. It's called myofascial. What, I don't know how to spell that. What that is this is the muscle now, and when the physical therapist does the work that they do, some do believe in it, some don't. But as my therapist does her thing on my legs, it's like a rubber band. You unwrap the rubber band, and then eventually it's gonna come loose, and then eventually it's going to feel better. Now, in my case, I can go to disability. I can get my disability and be in pain all the time. However, the way my insurance works, I don't know what kind of insurance you guys have, but depending on what you have and what you do, they put a cap on your visits for physical therapy. Now, I think that's bullshit, because a case like mine, I'll never get better. I'll never feel better. I mean, I'll feel better for the day when the therapist is doing her job. But a day or two from now on, I'm going to be in pain again. Am I in pain now? About 2.5. But is that your new age of pills? No. So, the reason why I brought this video was because I had a comment come up on me. I'm not gonna mention what his name, but I'm gonna hopefully talk to this person and get some ideas bouncing back and forth. And I will continue to do my disability videos since you guys like those. I'm going to see what I can do by maybe talking to my physical therapist and see if I can get her to talk to you guys. I doubt that will happen, but let me go back to what I was talking about before. With certain insurances, they only let you have so many visits per year. Like I get 16 visits a year, so I can go for 6 weeks, for example, and in a 6 week period, I would have to take a break and go back. 3 months on, 3 months off. Or not 3 months on, 3 months off. I mean, 3 months you can go and then take 3 months off. And your insurance can't say or you're going too much and we're not to pay for it. However, people do say, yeah, we'll cover it. So then you would go, and then eventually you'll get a bill, or whoever is going to the physical therapy because somebody lied to you and gave you false information. So, that's my take on that. However, if you sit there and not walk, take my advice, Brandon. Yes, I know I don't walk and I don't do what I should. You know, I do have a walker back there. But you understand that it's hard to do that. I have a friend that likes to walk with me, and I asked that person to push me, and she knows I'm in pain every day, and is it her job to make me walk? No, because if she tells me what to do at any point of time, then 9 out of 10 she's going to be terminated. And you know me, if you watch my videos, I don't put up with that. So what I'm saying is, if you take and talk to your insurance and say, listen, or you get a doctor's order, you listen to your doctor, you talk to your doctor and say, listen, I need a referral for this. I need whatever I need you to do whatever to make this happen. Once you do that, you should be able to go to physical therapy. There's a lot of places here in Pennsylvania that are very good. I'm not going to give up my therapist's name, but she does amazing work, phenomenal work. I would never trade her for the world. I had so many therapists in my day, and you know, when it comes down to it, I can go for therapy every day on the hour, all the time, every day, if it was up to me. As my therapist says, you're going to give the patient 24 visits or whatever, so I let them use it as they please. Now, I do agree with that. However, in my case, I can go Monday, skip Tuesday, go Wednesday, okay? I can do all those things. But do you know how fast that will go through? In my case, now I want to take my friend that's behind me, for example. She goes for physical therapy for back pain. Now, she's going to have a limit how many visits she gets, because she's going to get better quicker than me. And that her treatment would stay longer for her, based on what she does for the day. If she does any lifting, if she does any transferring, if she does anything. But if she sits on her ass and be lazy, then it's going to stay longer. It's going to feel better longer. It's going to last longer. You know, I'm going to say, like, you know, I can give you a couple of ideas here again. You know, you take my dad, for example. He has a prosthetic leg. He can go get massages and go get treatment for his leg. But is that going to solve the issue? No, because his nerves and his hands and his stump are growing back. And then, you know, your brain is telling him, the brain's telling him that the toes are still there, the foot is still there, but really, it's not there. Now, my dad's a bigger person, but if he lost the weight, would that help him? Absolutely. But we can't tell him what to do. We can't force him not to eat the shit that he eats. You know, it's up to him to make that decision. It's up to him to say, you know what, I'm going to go on a diet today, and I want to deal with it, and I want to deal with the punches, and I'm going to sit there and not drink as much soda. Like me, I drink soda every day, all the time. I enjoy it. I do what I want. You know, I'm probably pushing 145, 150 at this point. You know, But that's good. I got amazing cooks in the house. I have amazing care coming in. And I have some of them had their faults. I ain't gonna lie. No one's perfect. Don't get me wrong. I had the worst care in the world before. And, I mean, the people I do have now are day and night. Like I said, they both have their issues. But when it comes down to it, they come on time, they show up on time, they do it all when they're supposed to. There's things we gotta work out once in a while, but that's on the job. That's how it is on a job. Because some people get too comfortable in the home. They take advantage of your kindness, like people that text on the phone, which I've seen before. I did fire people because of that. I like people playing games on the phone. I have fired them before too. So, reality check. I've done that before, and I'm not afraid to do that again. I don't care if I had the proper care right now, but if I see somebody that's not, like, I want to give you an example. If there's things to do your job, do your chores, then you can be on your phone. It's that simple. Finish your job, do what you need to do. And if you can't do that, and if my dad says to me, your health is dirty, I'm not happy with your care, my dad will come first. My dad is my rock. Understand? He will come first before anybody. And if my dad says, well, your nurse is not doing a good job, I don't want her to come here anymore. It's my job to say, okay, you're gone, you're terminated. It's that simple. And don't get me wrong, I have a great friendship with my nurses. But if my dad says, listen, you're not getting what you need, she needs to go, she's automatically gone. I'm sorry that that sounds awful, but you put yourself in my position where that even though you have the care, I have amazing father who does everything for me. Don't get me wrong, we do argue, but you know what? That's nature. That is freaking nature, people. If we can argue in this world, something would be wrong. Look around me. I know you can't see my walls, but look what I have, Like the girl that was in the trucking video with me a couple weeks ago. Don't get me wrong, she does a great job. Is she perfect? No. You know who the perfect nurse is? No one. There's no one's perfect. No one's saying that I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. But I'm just saying, if you are in pain, I know I went off topic a little bit, but if you're in pain, you need to get your word out there. You need to say, listen, you need to talk to your doctor, talk to your mom or dad or whoever's watching this video and say, listen, I'm in pain. Is there anything I can do? And you can say to your mom or your dad or whoever that I'm in pain and I would like to speak to the doctor and I would like to see what are my options are. Look at me. I'm very powerful speaker. I'm sure the person behind me can vouch for that. I will not sit there and say and let somebody walk on my back. I will not sit back there and let somebody step on my back and take advantage of me. Because I'm telling you, I do have people that are this close. And it's so hard to find new people to take over their jobs. I'm not saying I'll fire anybody. I would never fire my nurses unless I really had to. And like I said, if my dad says, listen, you're not getting the proper care you need, you're not getting your bedroom, you're not getting your house clean, you're not getting short, it's not their job to be my maid service, no. So I know that comments going to be coming at me. I know it's not their job to keep my house spotless. But lightly housekeeping, if I ask him to do it, dust a little bit, that's nothing. I'm not asking you to get on your hands and use the scrub on the floor. Even though I might tease somebody about that, they don't have to do that. That's not on the paperwork. But you do realize that you do not let these people take advantage of you. It's just that simple. You don't do that. And believe me, my friends and my family on YouTube, that it does happen. That people, yeah, I'll do whatever you want, Brandon. I'll do whatever you want. They come in, a month goes by, they're doing great. They're getting up, they're doing their chores. But 2 months go by, they start to slow down, and they go on their cell phones, and they text. And trust me, I caught them before. I will catch you again. Because when I do, because you never know when the camera's on. You'll never know. And I will catch you, and I'll get you for proof. And I'm not saying it as a dick. I'm saying it as a reality check. I will not sit back, and you shouldn't either. People that have a disability out there in the world should not let anybody take advantage of you. Because I learned the hard way, and that's why I decided to start speaking about my disability and talking about physical therapy and talking about things you can do to make yourself feel better. And you do realize if you do the things right, that you should be able to do what you need to do. And I'm not saying that things are going to happen overnight, because it just doesn't happen that way. I can fire my nurse right now and tell her to leave. And she has, all I have to do is call the office and say, listen, I just do not want this person here anymore. And then she'll get a phone call about 5 minutes later and saying you need to leave. It's that simple. But you need to realize that they're here to help you, but they're not here to be a slave. Okay? They're not here to baby you. They're not here to care for you. They're here to give you passion and care and all that stuff. Like, you know, like the person that's with me now, she'll sit there and joke with me and have a good time with me. But she knows her boundaries. And we talked about those boundaries. And I'm going to tell you, if you go across those boundaries, which I've done before, if the nurse is a smart nurse, she'll talk to you first, not go ahead and get you nailed for sexual harassment or anything. Because you know what? These nurses that come in here say, well, you can feel comfortable in your home. So I say what I say, and they turn around and say, oh, you're being dirty to me. But then again, reality check, it's my house, my rules. You know, I'm not going to point any fingers at anybody. But once again, I'm sorry for going off topic here. But like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, write a comment down below. And I'll be glad to talk to you about this issue. I'll be glad to help you with anything I can. I will gladly walk with you through everything. I'll guide you through everything, how to help. I want you guys to realize that it's okay to be in pain, but don't turn to painkillers. I did talk about that in my last video, a couple of videos ago. I want you guys to have a good life. I understand that pain hurts. I understand that you want to live your life to the fullest, and you will go from there, and you will rock out, and you do what you need to do. You know, you will have a good life ahead of you, and I know that the time will come when you have the nerve to either talk to me or talk to somebody that can help you. I'm here to listen. So if you ever need the bullshit and have a conversation, you can reach out to me, and I'll be glad to support you. I mean, as a friend standpoint, that'd be fantastic. Um, if you guys want to see gaming, please write a comment down below. If you want to see more gaming coming involved in the channel, which will be coming out on Tuesdays now, hopefully I'm going to change the schedule up a little bit, depending on how things go with the gaming. But I'm going to continue to talk about this disability stuff because I really think this is what you guys like. So have a great day. Have a great week. I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. And I'm doing another video about this disability stuff. I'll get some information for you. We'll get it out there. We'll do what you need to do. And you guys keep yourself safe and calm and